Oh, we're going. We're live. Well, we're not live, but
we're not.
But hey, welcome to an idea I've been cooking up for the past few days that we tried to record a couple days ago. But in hindsight, we'll take it as a blessing. But we got kangaroo kombat. Quinn.
Yep.
Say something.
Do you want me to explain the premise of your?
I just want you to involve yourself.
I will.
Okay, Drew, next slide. Now, Ethan, that sounds really cool, but what is it? Me and Abby here have selected 64 ad product brand mascot characters. We're going to go through, assign attributes. We already did to 8 of them.
9?
9 of them, that's right. We'll get into that in a second, and then they'll battle in a 1v1 tournament via a homebrew D&D-esque combat style. I am calling kangaroo kombat. Drew Levine, next slide. So the tournament structure, it's going to break down to, I think Quinn had the right idea of going through and doing like
2 at a time, then have them fight.
Well, that's an interesting idea. When we were discussing the other day, you were saying maybe we go through and do 8 at a time. So that's kind of what this is. We go through and do like divisions, but the subdivision, and then et cetera, et cetera. And then like the winners of the subdivision battle to become the winner of the division. The winners of the division battle to become the winners of the conference. Conference battle each other in the league.
Makes sense.
I do like your idea of doing 2 at a time. Do you want to explain that, I guess?
Yeah, we assign stats to like 2 at a time. So the first 2, I won't spoil it, but we assign stats to them. They fight. Their placement in the subdivision or division would be moved up. Then we move on to the next pair. We keep doing that until we've gotten through assigning stats for every pair. And then we go back through and finish up the tournament normally.
Would I be rolling here, or would we just assign stats, stop, come back?
I mean, I assumed if they're fighting, you'd be rolling, yeah?
I mean, but like you, because I just went through for the beta. I just went through and like rolled on my own. So, and then I have like the stats. I mean, I have the results here, and I can like talk you through like what happened. So if we do the 8 per time style, we go through, assign 8, and then I come back with the results of that, saying like what happened and etc.
Sure. Yeah, that's
because I will say I don't know how entertaining it is just to sit here and see me roll and rough.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I figured we'd be like rooting for them as they like, take damage, avoid big hits, things like that. But,
okay.
It's up to you.
I mean, because I could also do one thing where like I could write like little stories for each one and stuff. Okay, yeah, Drew just wants to get into it.
That's not a bad idea, actually, if you want to do it that way.
Let's game.
Let's game. These are the traits. When we can skip through like this, like definitions and stuff, because some of it's pretty basic, but at the same time, some of it, like we can just get into, because I'll showcase the guys that we went through first before we get into the beta results bracket. So when we see characters, we can talk about the traits a little bit.
Can you get your chart out again for me?
Yeah.
All right.
Drew Levine, take it away. These are more traits explained. If you want to read that, you can. But we can keep moving. That's the second part. That's just some balancing suggestions. That's like the tenets we had kind of going into it for us. Oh, this is the wrong journal.
Original 8 beta bracket.
This journal didn't have the definitions for you.
I don't need the definitions. I just need the range.
I can rewrite that for you, I guess, in a second.
I basically remember the range.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay, but the original 8 beta bracket. So these were the guys that we, rated the other day. Drew, if you want to click through that. The first guy we did was Mr. Clean. We made Mr. Clean pretty good, pretty formidable. So HP obviously is hit points. AC is armor class. So you have to, in order to hit Mr. Clean, an attacker needs to roll a 12 or higher to hit. Since he has an evasion score, if you successfully roll an attack, he has an opportunity to beat that roll in order to dodge the attack. So if you rolled a 13, if he rolls a 14 or higher, then he gets to dodge it.
Yeah, Mr. Clean's got some good ass stats. Like, he's probably got a good chance of going pretty goddamn far.
All right.
Busted.
Yeah. I won't spoil anything yet. Number 2. The cinnamon sticks from Apple Jacks. This guy is really interesting because he's fucking weak as shit. But he's got 3 EVs and an agility of 18. So let me explain agility a little bit more. Agility determines who attacks first, and if there is a multiple times higher, that many times multiple rounding down, you get to attack before the other person attacks. So if someone had an agility of 9 against Cinnamon, he would get to attack twice for every one of their attacks. How do you think he did in the tournament?
I don't know. His like evasion's so weird. I have no idea how the fuck he's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he also does a D12 of damage, which like could be kind of scary.
It can be.
Yeah, I don't know.
And for all the Abby fans, we'll get her more involved when we get back to adding characters, because she's the vibe reader.
Yeah.
We gotta get through.
We're the nerds here. Mr. Peanut, we kind of determined to fuck Mr. Peanut. We gave him a high AC, but if he gets hit, he's kind of done. How do you think he did?
He sucks.
Yeah.
Mr. Peanut sucks.
Mr. Peanut does suck.
Yeah.
Well, you continue to talk about how much Mr. Peanut sucks. I'm gonna see what's going on. Keep talking about how much Mr. Peanut sucks.
No, we're on to the Geico Gecko.
Oh, we're on the Gecko now.
Okay.
I know you really like the Geico
Yeah.
Gecko.
Gecko, cool. Very cool guy.
Yeah, and ripped in the second picture for some
Oh,
reason.
explain that.
Yeah, so he's a pacifist, right? He doesn't want to fight,
Naturally.
but every man's got his limits, and every gecko does too. And if he gets pissed off enough, it's just fucking over for whoever he's against. His damage goes up to 2d12.
There we
He
go.
becomes human man-sized. But I think his HP stays the same.
Dude, everything stays the same except for the damage, and I will say 2d12 is a lot of
Yeah, it
damage.
is. But you gotta roll a 19 or a 20 for it.
How do you think he did?
I think he's gonna do pretty fucking good.
Okay.
Like, yeah. But we'll see. It's gonna be really RNG dependent.
Yeah.
Like, he could just get unlucky and not roll net. Because if he doesn't go big mode, he has no chance.
He's got no mode.
Yeah.
If he doesn't go big mode, he's no mode.
No mode.
Poor Gecko.
He's baby. Do you remember the baby ads when he was baby gecko?
No.
Was that a thing?
Yeah, you remember. They're pretty recent. Remember, it's like VHS of like him.
Oh,
When he's,
yeah.
yeah, little.
Yeah.
The laughing cow. She's pretty.
Yep.
She is.
Ethan thinks the cow's hot.
The original idea for this would be a hot or not of just ad mascots.
This was the first
And then
thought of.
I just got to a point where like, oh, it'd be funny if they battled.
She's cute.
Yeah, what kind of input were you looking for there when you went,
I don't know.
thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got nothing more than that.
she's got like a little bit of health, but she's slow.
A little bit of health,
Does
but a whole lot of
big
ass.
damage. Yeah,
Not
she
really
does get
though.
the
Her
ass
HP is
bonus.
kind of.
Yeah.
I know Ethan, who's going to be rolling this on his own, is definitely going to rig the competition for Laughing Cow to win.
Dude, I have the battle logs if you want to see them.
Yeah, but you're going to rig this one. Oh, she rolled 10 nat 20s in a row.
Wow. There were a few times where 3 nat 20s were rolled in a row.
Did you really have that happen?
What?
God damn.
No.
Was that one?
It happened a few times.
It's like 1/8,000.
I don't know what to say. I was using Google, so I imagine it's not a perfect RNG system, but
Weird. Just a
Wendy. Everyone's favorite Wendy.
Just a child.
You get the point at this point.
Yep.
It's a perfect system. I'm talking about the camera when I say that. The shutter goes off like every 10 minutes or whatever.
She's gonna die probably pretty early on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and so one thing going into this, I didn't want every character, or didn't need every character to be balanced per se, but I wanted there to be like a balanced amount of broken as kind of a mantra going into this. So like not just like one character will smash through everyone, but there could be a few that smash through a lot of people, and then at the end it's just one big battle.
I can't believe you picked 64. I feel like we're gonna see some interesting candidates.
Yeah.
Yeah, we came up with a lot. We spent a lot of time coming up with
That's ridiculous.
characters.
Molly, Mama Bear from Charmin.
MoMA Charmin Bear.
We gave her the special if she hits a 20, she gets a second attack, and I will say that's a lot of fucking damage.
Yeah, no, I think she's...
Because it doubles each attack also. So crits deal double damage. If you get a natural 1, you deal damage to yourself.
I think the better way to do this is she gets to roll a second attack if she hits a nat 20. Not she gets double crit.
That might, yeah.
That's kind of insane.
And then, like, after I go through the results, I'll give some of my thoughts, and we can go back and maybe change some stuff in these characters if we want to. Because I also will have to figure out, do we want this to be results from the actual bracket as a whole, or should we take this as what it is and then reseed them and stuff or whatever?
Yeah.
But that's a decision for another moment. Next one, Drew Levine. Grimace. Everyone's favorite Grimace.
We gave him 95 HP.
90, that's a lot of
Scale
HP.
10 to 100. I mean,
Oh yeah, let me.
that's all fucking blubber, dude. Like, you can stab him 50 times. It's gonna take a while to actually hit some vital organs. Does he have organs?
What even is Grimace?
Yeah.
Like, technically, is
Ponder.
he a puppet? Or is he-
Guy in costume, but
Yeah, but that's not...
But like,
That's not the Grimace
what
we're
was
talking
Grimace created to be? Like, what is he?
It's like a purple chicken nugget, maybe? Like, I don't know.
Right. Well, yeah. How does Grimace fit into the McDonald's?
I don't know. I mean, you got
universe?
the Hamburglar,
Mayor
hamburger
McCheese.
related, Mayor McCheese, cheeseburger related, Grimace.
What part of the restaurant is he?
He looks like kind of like
Purple
a
Fanta.
fat raisin. I don't know. They don't.
He's a ball from the ball pit that's been deformed.
yeah, he's
Did they
representing
ever
the
have
ball
a
pit.
ball pit? McDonald's? Yeah.
The play plates. Actually, did they have ball pits though?
They must have.
I don't know if they did.
That feels more like a Chuck E.
No,
Cheese
I
type
don't know.
situation, not a.
Some of them might have had ball pits.
But
They're
no,
so unclean.
there was another purple monster though with Chuck E. Cheese though, right? That's not Grimace though. I think there was some guy that had like
Ardettos.
horns.
Here.
He was the ticket guy. The ticket guy. He was on the tickets. The purple monster on the tickets
For what?
for Chuck E. Cheese.
I don't know what he's
I don't know.
Alright.
I only know Charles himself.
What we
I
got
don't know
next?
any of his.
Oh,
I'm
beta
looking
bracket
this up.
results.
Oh.
Okay.
My laptop's going so slow
You
right
take
now.
this, and I'm gonna look up.
All right, man. I think Mr. Clean. I think he finished pretty well.
Cleaned up.
Okay.
Let's see.
So round one, the first battle in the round of 8 was Mr. Clean versus Grimace.
I thought it'd be him.
Yeah, I didn't see this probably.
Monster.
Oh, okay. I see
You
what
remember
you're saying.
Ticket Muncher?
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Very Grimace coded.
So I should have seeded this better, because this was quite the battle, honestly, I'll say. Let me pull up the battle
This
logs.
must have taken a while.
It was honestly only 8 rounds in total.
Really?
So Drew, if you want to go to the next slide. Oh man, it's so slow. It's so slow right now. What is going on? Alright, Mr. Clean did win.
He did it.
Yep. Yep.
Unfortunately.
Surprising.
I was kind of rooting for Grimace, but...
Yeah, but I think Mr. Clean does so much.
This one can go either way. If Molly gets the hit, I think she won.
Drew, my laptop's being really slow. We're not catching up to you.
Oh, is it struggling with the stream?
There.
Okay. I've honestly got no idea.
This one was
No.
unfortunate, I will say.
It has to be Molly, right?
I feel like it's gotta be Molly.
Surely. She's stacked, dude. She does so much damage, has so much health. She's a bear. He's a cinnamon stick. Match made in heaven.
Drew, you can go to the next slide.
I did. Molly won.
Molly won,
Yeah.
of course. So how did that pan out?
That one was, I think, that one was the quickest battle there is.
No.
Cinnamon, I mean, so he has 3 evasion rolls,
Yeah.
which is pretty good. And he was like dodging all of her attacks, but then she rolled a crit, which I deemed
Which
you
you
can't
doubled.
dodge. And you doubled, so she did 34 damage to him and like one shot him.
You should be able.
plus some.
You should be able to roll for a dodge on a crit because you have to roll a 20 to dodge.
That's the thing. So the question is, can a perfect attack be dodged by like the perfect dodge?
Yeah.
I deem no. Because I'm going for I like.
That's a serious nerf to anyone. Well, I guess she's the only one with. Oh no, everyone has crits. Yeah, that's a crazy nerf to evasion though. I mean, you'd have to roll a 20. Sure, you get more chances potentially, but in order to actually evade a crit, you need a crit.
I mean, yeah. But at the same time, evasion takes the most time for me to do.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
You just don't want to do that.
Fair enough. Yeah, does she just one-shot him then?
Yeah, she did 30. He has 25 HP, and she did 34 damage to him.
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Peanut versus Wendy.
This is just so slow.
I mean, there's no way Mr. Peanut wins, right? Like Wendy's
Yeah, I think Wendy's slightly better.
at least human-sized. At least.
Yeah, this was a kind of a shitty fight. This was bad seating on my part.
All right.
Yeah, I feel like
But
Mr.
I mean,
Peanut
who
should have
would-
fought
Who is
Cinnamon
Mr.
or
Peanut
something.
gonna?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe
Winner.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, the winner was Wendy in this one. Kind of not even close, but it went for 9 rounds, which
Really?
kind of just shows how weak
Were they just
Wendy
dodging
is.
each other?
Well, Wendy was just having a hard time hitting him.
How much damage did how much health did Mr. Peanut have?
He has 10. He's 10
Took
health.
9 rounds?
So yeah, she hit him once early on, and then it took her 6 more rounds to hit him again.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right.
So the round of 8, Geico Gecko versus Laughing Cow.
Ooh, this one can go either way.
I want it to be the Geico Gecko, but I feel like it might be the. No,
I
feel like it's
don't
the
know.
Geico Gecko.
I'm telling you, Ethan rigged it. He made
I
up
did
the
not
rules.
rig it.
Laughing Cow wins.
This one was the longest battle
Really?
out of the whole tournament.
I
How
guess
many
that's
rounds?
This one for 19 rounds.
19 rounds? Jesus.
And the winner was the Geico Gecko.
Yeah, I had to go with the Gecko, dude. What on
Fucking-
what round did he go crazy mode?
He went big mode on round 17. So it took him a while to get there.
That took and he still won.
But once he got there, because the Laughing Cow doesn't deal that much damage. She's 1d8, and wasn't rolling super well.
Yeah. And he has 60 health?
Yeah, he's got 60 HP.
Yeah.
So in the semifinals, in the first round is Mr. Clean and Molly.
I think Mr. Clean takes this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are correct, Drew Levine. Although it was a pretty long one, 16 rounds, because they're like pretty evenly matched. Molly's got 10 more HP on him. Mr. Clean's got 2 AC and an EV though,
Oh, yeah.
and some more agility. But they both do the equal amount of damage, except Molly hits like a truck on
I thought Molly did
crits.
2d12.
No, 2d6.
2d6. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that makes sense. The EV makes a huge difference.
Ah, dang it! I was worried that would happen.
All right.
What's the next matchup? Or is that it?
So I can see Drew's thing from here. So the next one is Geico Gecko.
What?
Hello? Test? Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
So we now have the the other side of the semifinals, the Geico Gecko versus Wendy.
Gecko. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gecko.
I think this one was pretty quick. because I think he hit the nuts. Yeah, this one was 5 rounds because he hit a 20 on the 3rd round.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
And then did 22 damage, and then missed the next round, and then and then in round 5 he did 17 damage.
Yep.
So.
Yep. I think he has a good chance of going pretty fucking far. Does he have any EV?
All right.
Yeah.
Finally.
He has 1 EV.
He has 1 EV. I think he's stronger than Mr. Clean. That probably.
Yep. So the finals is Mr. Clean versus the Gecko.
Gecko?
I think if the Gecko doesn't go big mode, it's Mr. Clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it was close. Gecko hit his form change on round 8. I think if he didn't hit it, if he hit it maybe 2 rounds later, he probably would have died.
Okay, so he did.
But yeah, he ended up then stomping Mr. Clean into the ground.
Poor Mr. Clean.
He does so much damage.
Yeah.
Cool.
Go, Gecko.
And Drew, if you'd be willing to pause the recording real quick, so I can see. Back at it. Drew, you want to go to the next slide? We'll get into a couple of my notes. So it took about 2 hours of rolling, which I mean, and I expected it to take longer, honestly. Breaking down, it's about 17 minutes per rolling. I would love if we could get it to like 10 to 15 minutes per.
I could try to code something up.
It would be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say, hey, yeah.
I could try. Yeah, I could try that. I don't think it'd be too hard.
And I mean, I can show you like how I have it like written out and stuff. So it honestly, the 10 round average I do enjoy. I think that's honestly kind of a nice average to be going with. I'm not sure how true that average is because we had 1 round that lasted 19 rounds. We had 1 match that lasted 19 rounds and 1 that lasted 5.
Yeah.
So evasion I really like. I like that it can't be crits. I think it's fun and interesting. HP, I think higher end HP is kind of a little annoying. So I think we lower the HP down. That would help with time of attack, and I also think we bump up lower end damages up a little bit, just to help against a lot of the beefier characters.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Mr. Peanut and Wendy, I just don't see them dealing any fucking damage. Laughing Cow maybe could have done more.
Yeah.
But like, listen, it's a fucking peanut and a child. Like, honestly, it's crazy that the peanuts are doing as much damage as the child. The peanut should be doing 1 damage if he hits.
Yeah.
I think that test track is pretty good.
Yeah, might want to adjust the stats of the Gecko then if we want to change around max HP.
But at the same time, yeah, I think maybe we like lower his HP.
Yeah, what? It's 60?
Yeah, it was 60.
Proportionally, that'd be what, 45? Right?
Yeah, you want to do that?
I think so, right?
45 times flip, 35.
Yeah, there should be 3/4 of, or no, 60%. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. He's strong.
And I would like to see like how Grimace does not matched up against someone who can do better. But all right.
North B division.
North B division.
Okay.
This would be if we're determining like the last 8 as North A division, and then their champion was the Gecko. We don't have to agree to that, but how we feeling?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense, yeah.
But that does mean now Grimace is eliminated, Cinnamon is eliminated, the Laughing Cow is eliminated.
Yep.
I really do want to see Grimace again.
Okay, we do have some, maybe the characters that aren't the greatest or funniest or whatever, so maybe we can have Grimace redemption and there's that spot.
Replace one. Fight him for a spot. You don't want to set up a whole loser's bracket? You don't want to do that?
No, I don't feel like doing it. But Randy, here, you talk about Randy for a second, even though we already assigned stats.
Yeah. Randy, I remember saying that what Mr. Peanut is doing wrong. Randy is doing right. I really like Randy the transistor radio. He's cool, strong,
Does he look
likes
strong?
music. Well, his head's like really big.
He has a strong head.
Yeah.
Look at those noodly limbs.
Yeah, he does have noodle limbs.
He's got like no torso as well. No core strength. It's all in the neck and head. Does he have a neck?
I don't think he has a neck.
It's all in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then his special, we determine that he uses his head to hit things with.
Right.
So his special is he deals half the damage he does to himself back.
I feel like he's gonna die.
Right.
I don't know.
And just for you, Abby, we have, so that's all the things, but then for damage.
Keeping it at?
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
75.
This is
Watersworth.
And I want you to imagine the actual bottle.
The bottle. Okay. But the bottle is sentient, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this now is when we do Abby's vibe run.
Mrs. Buttersworth, I don't have a lot to say about her. I mean, she's pretty cool. She seems kind of quiet, but she knows how to sell a product, and I'll give her that. No one else is doing it like Mrs. Butterworth. Like maybe the honey guys with their bear containers, but this is like next level.
That'd be a fun rivalry. I will. They're not in this. How does Mrs. Butterworth attack?
I feel like she squirts syrup at them, like out of her head.
Just out of her head, and she could maybe shoot.
'Cause
out
it's
of
a
her
cap.
hands also.
Well, her head's the cap.
Spider-Man.
She could be
Her
like
head is the cap.
she could be like a syrup bender. Like she can bend syrup.
Ooh, that's fun. That is fun. I feel like not super.
She's more magic.
Yeah, I mean, she is a living bottle, so
Yeah.
that's a little out of the ordinary.
Well, let's talk HP.
I mean, plastic is notoriously difficult to eliminate from our environment. And
Sure.
if she is made out of plastic, I think what we need to decide is what is keeping her alive that she needs to protect. Like,
think-
if she runs out of syrup, does she no
I
longer?
do think
does she
it's
no longer
running out of
Butterworth?
syrup. Yeah.
So she also and essentially uses her health, her life form as her life essence as a way to battle. I don't want to implement that as a special.
No.
But just do it like we did it with Randy.
We'll say
You know,
that
where a little bit of damage goes to him.
maybe she's using some syrup in her environment. She brought some extra syrup as a weapon that she's using to syrup
Smaller
bend.
bottles of syrup.
Yes,
Yeah.
her children. She brought her children to use
bends
as
the blood of her
sacrifice.
Yeah. Oh God.
She's a blood
Wow,
bender.
she is fucked up, dude.
She's a
Holy
blood
shit.
mage or whatever.
So
okay, HP.
HP out of 75. 40?
I was thinking like 45.
45?
Is that
Sure.
45?
AC.
AC.
I feel like she's kind of easy to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
6.
yeah, you gotta break through the plastic, though. I think she's more of a high AC, low agility. Right?
So she like people are getting multiple hits on her.
Maybe, or just like everyone's definitely going before her, and maybe some of the really fast, like at 7 or 8, maybe.
Okay.
Like she probably doesn't.
Yeah.
She doesn't have feet.
No.
She can only move by like hopping.
Right, or like that waddle.
Yeah, but like an AC of like 13, 14.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 13. Weapon is syrup. And
Syrup.
damage.
Syrup.
What are we thinking for damage, folks?
How is the syrup hurting people? That's what we need to decide.
Is it magic syrup? Or is it just regular syrup?
I mean,
I think that's the
must be
question.
magic. So I feel like it's not that much of a stretch to call it magic syrup.
Sure.
She's must be magic. She's a talking syrup bottle.
Yeah, think of her like a golem almost. Like
Right,
like
yeah.
the thing enchanted with magic. to
She
keep
is
alive.
Jewish, yeah. Yeah?
Damage.
D8?
I don't know too much about.
2D4?
Instead of a D8.
Yeah?
That seems reasonable. I don't know that much
that's better
about die or
average
rolling,
damage.
so this is more on you, but
Yeah.
I do kind of have them written out.
sounds good.
So like that's kind of the range you could go with, and then that's
Okay.
the die you could go for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right, number 2.
Number 2.
Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee.
Yeah.
D. I mean,
I think he's got to be pretty strong. I mean, he's lasted, he's a generational cook. He rolls cans after children down the street. Somehow, I think that's got to stand for something.
Does he use can magic?
I think it's got to be can
He
magic.
uses can
Yeah.
magic, yeah.
Oh, and the secret's in the sauce.
The secret is, yeah, put that in parentheses. Can magic, the secret's in the sauce. He just throws cans of ravioli. Can magic, he just picks up cans of ravioli and throws them.
Yeah.
Can magic in quotation
So,
marks.
HP.
He's an old man.
He is an old man.
He is a
He's
full
lasted this
adult
long,
human.
though. Yeah.
And compared to, I mean, Mr. Clean had 70.
Mr.
There's-
Clean
he's
had
definitely, he definitely does not have anywhere near as much HP as Mr. Clean.
45,
Mr. Clean's a limit.
50.
Yeah.
maybe
I'm just
50.
using that as an old man reference point.
Okay.
But Mr. Clean's like super fit. 50?
I like
50?
I mean, that's pretty high.
that is pretty
That
high.
would be a lot higher than Mr. Clean's.
Oh, wait, what's
Yeah,
Mr.
because it's on a
Clean's?
scale of 1 to 75.
Right.
So Mr. Clean
Oh.
at 60 when the
So,
upper bound was 100.
60% of
Okay.
75.
So maybe
Oh.
something more like 35.
Yeah,
35,
35.
40. Like 35 is like half. So that'd be like 50 before.
Right.
AC.
AC,
He's got AC,
just a guy.
No, he's got AC. It's magical.
Is he really magical, or does he just like to think of it as magic?
I really love the idea of this guy just throwing cans.
I
of
really think he
ravioli.
does just throw.
And she's just
that's
crazy.
Not ineffective. You're just throwing like hard metal cans at people's heads.
That could fuck someone
That
up.
will fuck you up.
Yeah, that really could.
I'd be down to give him like
Yeah.
4d4.
Do that. Yeah. 4d4. Yeah. Yeah. He throws magic missiles, dude.
Yeah.
HP 35, AC 10. He is just a guy. He doesn't have
Yeah.
armor. Like,
But he's been around for so long, he can take a hit.
yeah. Yeah.
EV.
EV, no.
No.
Agility.
He's an old guy.
Like 5?
He's an old guy, but he does keep.
Agility?
Is that too low?
Yeah, that's really
That's
low.
pretty low.
I mean, he's an old guy.
Yeah, but
I get that. Maybe 7 or
8.
8. Okay.
Okay.
yeah, but an old guy isn't like 5 is like a turtle.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. That's a little bit better
someone who has
context.
10, which would be middle, is attacking twice on them.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
So some of these guys have like an agility of like 15 or higher. They'd get
Yeah.
3 attacks.
Right. That's a little bit crazy.
We got the weapon, the damage 4d4. That's pretty good. That's like better 2d8. That's actually a lot of damage. Yeah,
I'm excited for the chef.
yeah.
Special.
Probably not special.
Yeah, no.
The Green Giant.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
And I-
dude, he's gotta clean, right?
I really like this art of the Green Giant that just makes him look like Hades from that one game.
From Hades.
Hades, yes.
It actually took me a second. He's like, oh yeah, that one game, was it? Hades?
Hades. Yeah, it's the Hades art style of the jolly Green Giant.
Yeah.
But all right, okay, what's your rundown on
Thoughts?
this?
He's a big guy. I think he's really strong. He's probably really healthy because he's so green.
These are beans.
Or is he beans? Is he a vegetable or is he a man?
He's a man.
Are we
He's
sure
not a man,
about that?
He's a giant.
He's a giant.
He's a green giant, in fact.
Sure.
But I don't think he's made of green beans. I think he grows them.
Yeah.
Or he ate so many green beans that he became the green giant.
Is all of the Green Giant's products just his garden?
Sure. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he's pretty big. He's pretty
a fucking
strong.
giant.
70. Which HP do we want for him?
70 does sound accurate.
Yeah.
I actually think he's like a contender for the tournament.
Yeah.
He's a fucking giant, and he's healthy.
Yeah.
He's the epitome of healthiness.
AC though.
He seems strong in every way.
He's a giant.
It's hard to
Low-
not hit.
Yeah, low AC, probably
Yeah.
7 or 8.
Okay.
Um,
I'll give him.
but he does have powerful muscles that could probably repel some smaller attacks.
Yeah.
But he's a big target. Yep.
EV.
No.
Definitely not.
Agility?
I think like 8 again, probably. Like he's
Yeah.
not super fast because he's really big, but he's also
He
fit.
can cover ground quick.
He's got an athlete's body. Yeah.
Green Giant, very fit.
Yeah. I'm particularly zoning in on the right picture. The left picture makes him look like just a
Like
big
Peter
farmer.
Pan.
The right one looks like a superhero.
Yeah.
How does he attack?
Oh, I don't know. Can he utilize vegetables? Does he utilize vegetables, or is he just like punching?
I feel like he might just punch.
He might just
giant,
punch.
right?
Yeah. He does have those muscles. He might want to use
He doesn't
them.
call it the green bean punch, but he is just punching.
Yeah.
And for
I
damage?
think he does a lot of damage.
It's got to be a lot of damage.
10 or something?
Yeah.
2d10, 3d6 maybe? I think.
Maybe 2d10.
2d10?
Yeah. A little more up to chance.
Damn.
And no special. Alright. Ravine, number 2.
Number 2.
Fuck.
Oh.
This guy's cool. This guy is so cool. Look at his sunglasses. And the way that that's his, what? Like ice, like surfboard? Not surfboard,
so, yeah,
but.
he can surf on ice, and he knows how to skateboard.
Yeah.
And he always has sunglasses on. Mm-hmm. And a jersey, I think? Or is that
A hoodie?
That's his name. That's a little lame, actually. Wearing a sweater with the first letter of your name embroidered. It does slightly subtract from the. Or
It is a little kiddish, but I think he's meant to like appeal to
Or is he doing that on
kids.
purpose? Like, because he knows he can pull it off, and that's
That's it.
almost.
I think he
That's
can
almost
pull it
more
off.
powerful.
I think when anyone wears those sunglasses, they can pull anything
It's
off.
like wearing something corny, but you're so cool, you know you can pull it off, and that makes it less corny.
He's got the right attitude for it. Because I don't think that he's like, you know, some kind of chauvinist. He seems like kind of cool.
Is his weapon giving people brain freezes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely it is. Because what else would it be?
Yeah. Yeah, he just forces people to eat slushy until they get brain freezes. He is a bear. Polar bears are particularly scary.
Yeah. Gotta be like stronger and better to hit than Molly or whatever.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
She had a lot of HP. I feel like he has like 65 HP.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
60, 65. If we want to
Maybe
make him
60.
stronger than the mama bear. He's not as thick as the mama bear.
No. Yeah, he is a little skinny.
So maybe 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's reasonable.
AC,
Only an AC of 10, I think.
he's on a skateboard.
I think he's got to be a little quicker.
He's quick.
Is he like a
And
12?
I bet he's on the skateboard all the time. Yeah, I think he's at least a 12.
I'll do 12, and we can give him like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have one.
an agility.
13.
Yeah, I mean, once again, on a skateboard, it's
Yeah.
probably pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
And damage.
Damage.
What is brain freeze damage? It's pretty tough. Getting back-to-back
Dude.
brain freezes.
1d20.
1d20? That would be the coolest way to roll damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, that's
1d20.
fun.
Because, I mean, like, it's a brain freeze. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to rationalize that, but
A cool guy would, unless you have a mascot that's like a casino mascot, where a d20 would be more appropriate. I think that's just the coolest way to roll damage.
yeah. I like that a lot. Next guy's pretty cool also, I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck.
Chester Cheetah.
Man.
Yeah. Has he ever not been cool? I think he's just always
Has he
cool.
ever not worn
I
sunglasses?
had a hard time finding like retro art. I think that he's been pretty consistently drawn since his inception.
Yeah. He's fast.
Yeah.
For sure. Like,
He is a cheetah.
he's
He is a cheetah. And he's wearing shoes too.
I think he has more.
I don't know if that helps.
More of a teleporting
No.
guy than a speedster
No.
guy.
He's a cheetah. Of course he's a speedster guy.
No,
Yeah, he's got a
speedster guy, but he only uses it in short, tiny bursts, so it looks more teleported because he's like hanging out.
Oh, he's like an anime guy. No, I mean, he's probably just really fast.
We could do like a.
He has like an EV or 1 or 2.
I do think he has an EV at 1 or 2.
We could do like a special where like every other round he gets 2 attacks no matter what the other person's agility is.
Nah.
No, I don't think we need to go that far. I think like probably lower on the HP end.
Yeah.
So like 25 to 30.
I was thinking 30.
30. AC probably average. He's not. Yeah, like 10. But EV 2.
That's
Right.
fun.
And agility like 15. 16, sure. Yeah. Then 8s. Yeah, that makes sense.
Weapon? How does he attack? Does he bite him?
That's a good question.
I mean, that's how a cheetah would attack, so I guess that makes sense. I feel like he doesn't have.
Chester cheetah.
But what does
not
that?
just a-
What does that mean? You know?
What does it mean? Do you fight with
He's
cheetahs?
like the guy from X-Men where he takes off his glasses and he shoots over.
Like his whole thing's speed, but in reality, he just laser.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's got a big ass head. He's got a big ass.
He could-
His weapon is swag.
He probably either swag or biting.
Yeah. Swag / biting.
Swag / biting.
And damage.
Swag does he?
1d6.
Oh,
Maybe-
much damage.
Yeah. I also don't see him going super.
Yeah, I mean,
He's too cool for this tournament. He's not trying hard, you know.
but is he as cool as the polar bear? Yeah, he is. No,
I think.
Hang out.
I mean, just look at him.
I mean, I think he's pretty cool.
Chester, cheetah, and
the polar bear's
And,
just a little.
I'm gonna let
Hang
you
out.
decide what damage do you want him to have.
Say 1d8.
Yeah, I was thinking this. I think 1d6 is a little too low.
you know, like rappers that hang out with athletes. It's like that kind of thing. Like Chester cheetah is a rapper, and you know,
And the polar bear's
he's
the
an
athlete.
athlete, and they like hang out together because they're both cool.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, you're right.
That's vibes.
The polar bear is in the X.
Yeah, like you know, like when 21 Savage hangs out with like Kai Cenat.
No.
It's like that.
Is Kai Cenat an athlete?
The
The Kool-Aid
You know what I'm talking
Man.
about? It's like that.
He runs through walls. He's made out of glass, so I feel like he would be fragile, but he like goes through full brick and concrete walls.
Actually, really good point.
So and he's massive. I feel like he's really, really, really strong.
Yeah, he's probably made of like
He's-
bulletproof.
He's a glass cannon,
I think
as
he's
some might
low.
say.
I think he's low.
Do we think he's a
AP,
glass cannon?
High AC.
Yes, I agree
like
with that.
that.
I think he's got a high.
And
I
it's
mean,
like a truck.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because we don't know if he's like, if his body's busting through. He might just be punching that
Yeah.
wall through. You know?
It seems like he fully just walks into a wall
Yeah.
and it breaks before him.
It's like he's running his face through a wall, and he's made out of glass.
yeah,
Like, that's
I mean,
pretty.
the pressure
That's pretty
might
strong.
be, dissipated enough across his body, so he does not shatter.
I
The
think
Kool-Aid Man
he's got like
is a
really
pitcher.
tough
A more
bulletproof.
Right?
focused,
He's a pitcher, right? What happened to his
maybe,
handle?
maybe in like a
Maybe it's
piercing
on the back, but we
motion.
can't see it. It's like a tail.
Yeah.
Yeah. His weakness is that
The handle.
You pick him up by the handle and he just can't do anything.
You pick my hand and pour him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
HP pretty low, right? Like
Yeah.
15 maybe.
20.
I think
20?
20.
20. But like AC 16?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
All right. EV?
No.
No.
EV. Agility?
11.
Okay. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I mean I figured it'd be
Okay.
like average.
No one can get a double attack. But at
Uh
the same time, a lot of people might be going before him.
yeah, weapon just punching probably.
Yeah, I mean, the Kool-Aid Man, he has a punch, right? That's like,
Yeah.
Is that
I'm gonna
what's
go-
in his
I'm gonna go-
pitcher?
I'm gonna go punch.
punch in his
Punch.
pitcher? Because it's, you
Get-
drink punch?
Exactly.
Punch.
Punch.
And then in
Because
parentheses,
he is
pun intended.
Wow.
Yeah.
And probably
Punch
no
intended.
probably no specials.
Punch, and then in parentheses, punch intended.
But
And
his
then in
damage, we
parentheses
decided
again,
he was
pun intended.
Just ignoring Drew.
Yeah. He said punch and pun intended like 5 times. Damage? Pretty high.
Is it 2d8 or 2d10? What do you think?
Go either way. If he's supposed to be a glass.
2d10's a lot.
2d10 is a
Yeah.
lot.
How?
He can break walls
He's
with his
really
face.
strong.
Okay.
Like brick,
2d10.
thick brick walls.
Yeah.
Are being broken with no effort whatsoever.
And he's like selling punch after that. He's like talking to kids and having fun.
He's trying to kill you quick before you can figure out a way to break his glass.
Exactly. He doesn't want you to see the handle. That's why it's hiding right now.
Next, guys.
Whoa, fuck.
All of them?
Yeah, I have an interesting idea for a special for them. So it kind of also gets into the
Like
HP.
a multi-boss.
Exactly. So it's like if they all equate to 10 HP, they have 60 HP, but you can only deal in 10 damage like chunks. So you have to kill them one at a time, essentially.
Okay, yeah. So, like, if they have, like, there's 6 of them. So if they have 60 HP and you hit them for, like, 9, one of them's almost dead.
Right, and
then
you still have to, and you deal 8 damage, you only deal 1 damage because you have to kill that guy before you can deal damage to another.
Okay.
Oh, that's how it works?
Yeah.
There's no, like, cleave or anything?
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have a combined HP pool, you just have to kill them one at a time?
Yeah.
That's really strong, then, if they have 10 HP
Yeah.
each.
Yeah.
But they probably don't do a lot of damage, but there's 6 of them.
Yeah.
Are they each doing a D4?
Oh,
Is that
I
what we're
mean,
thinking?
so 6d4 or just
Yeah,
1d4?
and then you take off a D4 every time one of them dies.
That's fun.
Yeah,
That is fun.
yep,
I'm willing to do that.
yeah. I don't think they have 10 HP apiece, though. I think they have, like, 8, maybe.
Yeah. It's got to be low.
8. All right. What's 8
6?
times
48.
8.
Yeah.
That's cool.
AC.
Okay, I have to ask this all the time. Are they human-sized? Human-sized-ish? Because they're ads with, like, real people, right?
Yeah, but remember when
They're
it's,
like
the red and the yellow and
here,
it's Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Do you remember that one? They're,
They're,
like,
child
short.
size,
Yeah.
But they're not M&M size.
No. They're like 2.5 feet
wombat
tall.
size.
Yeah.
Well, they have a shell.
They do have a
So
shell.
they do probably have a decent AC. They probably have an AC of, like, 12 or 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call it 12.
Okay. 12. EV? Probably not.
Nah,
No.
no EV.
Agility?
Decent agility. 10 or 11, probably. Right? I mean,
I like 11.
yeah.
11.
They don't look slow.
No.
How do they attack?
Just punching,
They
kicking,
just
general flailing.
They gang bang.
It's just general
We have to
flailing.
make this that violent?
General flailing. Alright.
You know, they just kind of,
Yeah. They do have,
They
like,
do what they can. I think each of them do different
they have
things.
weird arms.
How do you spell flailing?
FLAILING.
FLAILING. Yeah.
Damage.
1d4
well,
each,
we
right?
did, yeah.
So
Yeah.
64
Six
scales with M&M's alive.
4.
Which sounds really... I think these guys are probably going to be really strong.
Yeah.
Unless
they
they're
could
going
be.
against someone who does a ton of damage. No, because even if you do like 20 damage, you're only going to kill one of them.
Yeah.
So this is my question. How are we counting damage then? So if you say somebody attacks with a 2d4, are we counting that as 2 sources of damage? Is that 2 hits?
No.
It's one attack.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a way of
I
calculating.
just wanted to know because that matters now for this character.
Yeah. In this case, it's each M&M hitting for
Yeah.
1d4, but normally it's just
Well, yeah.
the one
that makes
attack.
sense. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and that's basically the special is the way the HP and damage works, right?
Yeah.
They could be cool.
Who's leading the charge on the M&Ms? Do you think Red M&M?
Red M&M is I think he's the leader.
Brown M&M is like the puppeteer of them all.
Mm-hmm.
You know the M&M lore?
Of course.
Smokey the Bear.
There's so many bears, dude.
There's a lot of bears
The bears are
advertising a
gonna
lot
be
of
strong.
things.
Smokey
Yeah.
Bear. He's kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie.
He wears
No, I
pants.
agree. I do feel like he is a little bit lame.
He's kind of shit. Questionable on his ecology knowledge as well.
He seems just kind of passive. I don't know what he does all day. He just looks for fires.
Yeah? No, I
Like-
think he just looks for kids to yell at.
Yeah,
about not
about, like-
starting for his
Right, not having fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is
Smokey.
funnily and ironically also kind of the reason why there are so many forest fires.
Why?
Because we were like never, ever, under no circumstances should a forest be on fire. What should have been done is forest should have been
controlled
allowed
burned.
to be on fire and then controlled burned. And
This
then,
isn't a political. This is about kangaroo combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But this
police.
motherfucker's responsible for the bad policy.
Kangaroo combat is pro-Palestine.
I feel like he's Teddy Roosevelt coded.
Didn't Teddy Roosevelt?
No.
No, he did the parks, but yeah, probably.
Just the vibes.
It's
HP.
definitely old America.
Yeah.
We can't take away from the fact that he's a bear.
Probably 40.
Yeah,
Do you really
40.
think he's that squishy?
AC.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's in jeans.
Yeah.
Dude, this is fucking jeez.
Yeah, but he's a bear.
And he's wearing a belt with a belt buckle.
With his name on it.
Dude doesn't
Yeah.
fucking work
And a
out.
hat with his name on
I'm
it.
not arguing whether or not he's lame and has a hat and belt buckle with
No,
his
he's
name
got that. He's got that.
next to the mailbox with his
He's
name.
got
on it.
like the Elvis thing where the Elvis American look of being fat as fuck but also being hot at the same time. Like he's got that vibe going on.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. HP4 AC. You guys just want to butcher him, right? I'll let you guys pick the stats.
Yeah.
Just butcher him.
No, AC's okay. He's got okay AC.
I feel like his HP should be better than his AC. He's wearing jeans.
Oh, I'm gonna sneeze.
What do you think?
I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna give him a 12 since no one's saying anything.
Okay.
I
EV,
think 14.
0.
No.
Too late. Agility. Bless you.
Oh,
Thank you.
agility probably fuck 9. I feel like
Yeah,
somebody
9.
could get past him.
Okay.
If they're really
Yeah.
fast, yeah.
Weapon. Claws.
No.
Shovel.
Shovel, yeah. Which actually does probably hurt.
Damage. 1d10.
Sure, yeah. That makes sense.
A D10? Not a D8?
And specials. None.
Nah.
All right. So that does conclude the 8 in, what is this? North B.
North B?
So
we can go through and we can seed the 8 we just did,
Yeah.
or we can do an 8 more.
Why don't we seed? Why don't we do this in chunks of 8 at a time? I guess, and then do the seeding. And I guess you wouldn't want to do the rolling here, right?
No.
Yeah. So why don't we
I'll let you
seed?
do the rolling on my own.
All right.
So, here, I'll let you take this back. Who do we think's the strongest in this division?
Is
Let's
there
see the
any
options.
slide? Yeah. Or a slide that's got all of them or something?
Randy.
So you got Randy, Mrs. Buttersworth, Chef Boyardee,
The
Green Giant.
Strongest in this
Icy.
bracket. I think Green Giant versus the polar bears probably.
Yeah.
and the M&Ms.
Oh, but the M&Ms.
M&Ms are really
I feel like
Green
the Green
Giant
Giant versus M&Ms could be really,
like-
really
yeah.
good. I really
Junk
want to
food
see that.
versus vegetables.
Yeah.
Is also very.
That's a fight that needs to be fought.
Green Giant 1 seed, M&M's 2 seed.
I don't know if M&Ms will put it at 2 seed.
Polar
I
bear,
think two
they're
seed?
pretty strong.
I
It's either
think
polar bear or
M&Ms are definitely more of a wild card, I think.
All right, yeah,
A
polar
3
bear
seed, I
2
think.
seed, and then probably M&Ms are the next strongest.
M&Ms,
though.
yeah, have to be at least 3.
Okay. So for 4, what are we thinking? This is probably going to get kind of weird.
Can Magic.
I
Randy.
have like this for you.
Yeah, that might be easy.
There's Kool-Aid Man.
I think maybe Randy versus the M&Ms.
We're just seeding.
We're seeding. We're not doing.
So we want
yeah,
the strongest.
Sorry.
We want to just power rank them.
Yeah, what I mean is, I think Randy and the M&Ms are probably the next strongest.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
And then after them.
Kool-Aid Man. Oh, Chester Cheetah was pretty decent also. Maybe.
Not really.
He has
Kool-Aid.
2 EV, though.
Then Chester.
He's
Chester's
alright.
decent too.
I think Kool-Aid
I
Man,
still
Chef
think-
Boyardee, maybe?
You guys
I
are
feel like Chef
overseeding
Boyardee's
the
a little bit
M&Ms just a
slower,
bit.
isn't
I
he?
think they're kind of a wild card. I think they got to be 4 or 5.
Dude, they're doing like 64 damage out of the gate, and you have to you potentially have to hit them twice just to.
Right, because you can
deal
only
10
kill one
damage.
at a time.
Yeah,
Which is gonna
but
be
I
hard
think we have to rate them.
I think you're being outvoted here. Sorry, they're number 3.
Yeah, they're doing like the most damage of anyone.
But I think I'm trying to not metagame.
I don't care if we metagame. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, for the seeding, I mean that's what we.
That's
should
kind of
do.
You're purposely metagaming, I guess, for seeding. After Randy.
No.
After Randy. Got.
No, we did. Yeah. Randy, M&Ms, then like Kool-Aid Man. Next, I think
Yeah.
Kool-Aid Man, and then
Drew, if you exit out, you'll see that I rearranged the slides in the order that they are.
Kool-Aid
Who
Man, then
else?
Chester Cheetah.
Oh, yeah. Kool-Aid Man, Chester Cheetah. Then Chef Boyardee.
Yeah, sure. And then
Is there anyone
Miss
else?
Buttersworth, I guess.
Who?
Mrs. Buttersworth.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's it, right?
Mrs. Butterworth. Okay, so you have the Kool-Aid Man. So then after that we have Chef Boyardee, Chester Cheetah,
I think it was those two swapped.
Kool-Aid Man,
Yeah,
then
I got it.
Chester Cheetah.
Okay.
Get in there.
Kool-Aid Man, then Chester Cheetah,
Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee,
Then Mrs. Buttersworth. Oh, and we
Smokey
got
the Bear. Yeah,
Oh,
Mrs.
we didn't
Butterworth.
put
Mrs.
him
Butterworth,
anywhere, did
I
we?
think is probably last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Smokey.
And probably Smokey.
After Chester.
Yeah, Smokey
Yeah.
after Chester.
Then Chef.
No, actually, I think Chester is over Chef.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
You're saying
Like
Chester,
this right here.
Chester, then Smokey, then Chef, then
So
Mrs.
it's-
So
Buttersworth.
we got the Jolly Green Giant, Icy Polar Bear, M&M's, Randy, Kool-Aid Man,
Yep.
Chester Cheetah,
Yep.
Chef Boyardee, Smokey the Bear, and Mrs.
I
Buttersworth.
think maybe Smokey's above Chef.
Yeah. Smokey above Chef, and then that's
That's good.
good.
Yep.
All right. Well, cool. I'll reconvene probably sometime next week with results, and maybe I'll try to write some stories about how these battles go a little bit, put some flavor into it.
Comments about our seeding here, performances we might.
So
Yeah, I guess put your predictions down.
So
I would love to see the M&Ms win.
So does the highest seed play against the lowest seed?
Yes,
Is that-
so we can see who will be. The first match will be Jolly Green Giant versus Mrs. Buttersworth.
Okay, obviously, yeah. Green
And
Giant
then
wins.
It will be the Icy Polar Bear versus Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee. Polar Bear definitely
I
wins
think
that
Polar
one.
Bear probably pulls that one through.
And then M&M's versus Chester Cheetah.
No Smokey.
Oh, versus Smokey.
Oh, okay.
That one I think Chester might take that one.
No, Smokey. It's Smokey versus M&M's.
What?
Right?
Smokey versus
M&M's.
M&Ms.
Oh, Smokey versus M&M's.
I think M&M's
Yeah.
win that.
M&M's probably has that one, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if it was Chester, I think Chester would have had a
I
good
think
shot.
Chester might
But-
overperform.
So it's Chester versus Randy? Then, right?
Yes, Chester
Chester
versus
has EV2.
Or, no.
it would
No.
be, Randy. Wait, let me draw all this out real quick so I can see what's
Yeah.
That's the Giant and Butter on that side, and we have Giant taking that, and then on the other side we have Polar versus Chef. And we have the polar bear winning that one. Then back to the other side of the bracket, we have the M and M's versus Smokey the bear. And we had M&M's taking that? M&M's. And then to finish out the round one is Randy versus Kool-Aid.
Yeah, what about Chester? Are we missing one? Is there only 7?
2, 3, 5, 6,
No.
7, 8. Oh,
There's
there's
9
here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, do you want to just move Miss Buttersworth out and then just
kick
move
out
all
Miss
the...
Buttersworth?
Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
So that means Chef Boyardee is now fighting the Jolly Green Giant in the first round.
Giant wins.
And the polar bear is versing Smokey the bear.
Ooh, see, now that's a matchup.
Bear on bear fight.
100%. The polar bear's gotta win that one.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
then M&M's are versus Chester.
Now that's interesting.
That'll be fun.
That's interesting.
I think we're split. You were thinking.
I think Chester can. I think Chester is the most capable of overperforming at seeding.
How much damage does Chester do again? Is it 1d8?
Chester does 1d8, yeah.
With 2 EVs. An AC of 10. I think M&M's take it, but I honestly think it could go either way.
I think it's M&M's.
Yeah.
I really wanted to be able to.
Chester can dodge and Chester can land hits.
Yeah.
He's good. He deals.
His AC is only 10.
Yeah.
And he needs to hit at least twice to deal 1. Take care of one of them.
Yep, at least twice, yeah.
And then our last match would be Randy versus Kool-Aid.
Oh. I feel like they've got similar vibes.
They do. I feel like the Kool-Aid Man could
I think
take
Kool-Aid
it.
out damages.
I think so.
I think Kool-Aid Man wins. He's got a very high AC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But if Randy just gets lucky,
Randy has luck.
It can be over.
Yeah.
Randy also takes half damage.
Yep. I'm keeping that in account too. He needs luck.
Yeah.
So then in the semifinals out of our guest bracket is the Jolly Green Giant versus M&M's.
Jolly Green Giant's got to win that, right?
I don't know. It could be interesting.
I'm gonna put my money on the M&M's move.
M&M's?
Yeah.
Let me look at the Jolly Green Giant stats again. Yeah, because he's slower. What's the M&M's? I think the M&M's could win.
I do think it'll be close because I think every time the Jolly Green Giant lands an attack, an M&M is gonna die.
Right.
But like a lot of that 2d10 damage is gonna be soaked up, right? Mm-hmm. Like if he does 20 damage, it doesn't matter.
Right? What was?
No, their agility is similar. M&M's go first though.
All right, so Abby, who are you saying?
I'll say M&M's.
And Quinn?
M&M's.
Drew?
I'm gonna say Green Giant. Just to make it interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
I truly think it's like so close.
And the other side of the bracket for the semifinals, we have Polar Bear and Kool-Aid.
I think Polar Bear.
Polar Bear.
I think Polar Bear has a pretty easy run.
What?
Yeah, I think Polar Bear.
So for out of Abby and Quinn, who do you think's winning out of M&M versus Polar Bear?
I love the M&Ms, man. I'm rooting for them now at this point.
Yeah.
I'm kind of biased.
Do you think it will be
Polar
the
Bear
M&Ms?
does have EVs though.
Can I see the Polar Bear?
Yeah, let's check his stats again.
Polar bear, 60 HP, 12
12
HP,
1 60 HP. And the 1d20 damage. Nah, dude, I'm voting for the polar bear to win that.
Yeah.
I have to.
That's what you're saying too, Abby.
Mm-hmm.
Drew, who are you saying? You have the green giant versus polar bear.
I think I have the green giant taking the polar bear. It's close.
Giant taking the cake.
I have the green giant taking the cake.
Well, I got all your shit down. Maybe this is how we compete each week. You guys.
Yeah.
Whoever guesses.
Our camera's dying.
Well, this is a good time to shake with then.
So
I'd say this went well.
Yeah. Until next time.
So does the button say stop recording or start recording?